Hello and welcome back. It's Abaddon Sentinel here again, and I know what you're thinking, but yes, this is another video on Chaos Knights. There's a new article up today on the Warhammer community website. It goes a little bit more into the rules, which obviously I'm excited about. However, what I'm more excited about is the fact that they're getting their own personality aside from the Loyalist Imperial Knights. So we'll jump right in and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here we are, this is the article, and as you can see, straight away, there's a video here showing, well, it's talking with the guys that have helped design the rules for this and things like that, you know, explaining what they like about the way that these new versions of Knights are working and stuff like that. But I've got it paused here just as one little highlight. So obviously we're getting some close-up shots here of like some of the new masks and the shields and things, which look amazing. I'm loving the fact that they're so chaosy. But the bit that I was going to point out is down here, this little armature. The fact that he's got the spikiness all over him. Now I said in my last video that I wasn't sure whether or not they were, you know, doing later releases of kits for things like the Armigers and the Dominus class knights. It's quite possible they are. Now, I'm not entirely convinced that this is, you know, a Chaos Armiger kit. It could well be just modified. So if you look here at the spikes, they look very familiar to me. They look very much like the spikes that you get if you buy a Chaos Rhino or a Chaos Predator, that kind of thing. Because I actually have a Predator with that arched over the back of the turret. So I think in this particular instance it is just a modded version, which I think is a little bit disappointing. I want to see some Chaos Armigers. So I got a bit excited when I saw that. Now maybe they're planning on doing that in the future, and they've just got some modded ones for now. They don't want to spoil it. Fair enough. And another reason I think that obviously these are just kit bashed ones is later on in the video, somewhere towards the end, it shows some more armigers there, and obviously those are just your bare bone armiger kits. So for now, it looks like we're making do with the Loyalist Armiger kits, which we'll have to modify ourselves, which is, you know, people have been doing that for long enough already, it's not too much of an issue. But I would like to see that in the future, the actual Chaos Armiger kits. But, you know, that's just a bit of speculation from me. So we'll go further on. So we've got different types of Chaos Knights now. So we've got the Iconoclast households. Now those are the equivalents of your noble houses on the Loyalist side, the ones that are, you know, they've got their codes of chivalry and all that kind of stuff. They've got some cool rules for those, and I'm not actually even going to go massively into the rules. I'll leave it up here so that you can see it while I'm talking. You can have a quick read through. But what I like about this is, yes, I know there's going to be overlap between the Chaos Knights and the standard Loyalist Knights. You know, they're going to have similarities. It's probably similar to how, like, the Imperial Fists and Iron Warriors Legion strategies, whatever they're called, can't remember what they're called now, but their little special abilities are pretty much the same. They're probably going to see some of that kind of stuff. But the fact of the matter is, the fact that they're fleshing these out has me very excited. So we've got some special abilities that can be used on your Iconoclast household knights, and we've got, what is it? Yeah, 2 stratagems and one, this stratagem down here. Don't really know what it does. It doesn't have any actual rules with it. It's just got a lot of flavour text right now, so be interesting to see what that does. But these two, very nice. You know, I like the fact that they've got like Vow of Dominance, Vow of Carnage, still very much sticking with those kind of codes of fealty, that you know, these things that they've sworn to, their vows, but they've put that chaos twist onto it. So I'm liking the fact that they've got that bit of extra personality to them. Because obviously we had the Renegade Knight Index a little while back that they kind of did just because they knew, you know, they got the impression that people wanted it, which was good. I very much appreciated that. But it didn't go that in depth. Everyone basically counted as a free blade. Whereas with this new codex coming out for the Chaos Knight, we're getting, you know, a bit more structure to it, which might sound a bit wrong considering it's supposed to be chaos, but it's a nice chaos twist on what the loyalists have, and I really like it so far. Like I say, regardless of the rules, the fact that they've actually got these things coming in now, it just makes them so much better, in my opinion, just because they've got that feel of chaos to them. And yeah, next up we've got the Infernal households, which are the version of the Chaos Knights that is sworn to the Adeptus Mechanicus. That's the one. The dark version, the you know, the ones that betrayed the Imperium alongside Horus. So the Infernal households are the ones sworn to the Dark Mechanicus, and they get some quite nice abilities. My little favourite here that they've got a preview, the Demonic Surge. Now, I'll give you a brief overview. Basically, you take a wound, you roll on this table, get a bonus. You take D3 wounds, you pick a bonus. And I really like the fact that they've got that kind of sacrificing a little bit of their life force to gain a bit of power, and I think that will work really well for the feel of the Chaos Knights. It just adds that little bit extra to the way that they play and the way that they feel, that separates them from the Loyalist Knights. I mean, I could be mistaken. There might be something in the Loyalist Knights that has similar. I'm not entirely sure because I'm not an expert on them. I only know a bit of their rules. But the fact that they have this demonic surge where, you know, they're calling on the power of demons, they're sacrificing a bit of their own life force to gain these edges, I think is just a brilliant addition to you know, what we were already seeing in the Renegade Knight Index. Obviously we've got stratagems as well previewed. I'll leave those on the screen a second for you to have a look at, because this is the end of the article. We've not got too much to look at today. I just wanted to highlight it and basically explain what it was that had kind of got me so excited reading through this. Because at the end of the day, to be fair, it's nothing amazing. It's nothing special. Like, they're not getting things that are going to make them broken or anything like that. It's not suddenly these guys are going to become a massive thing, but it is making it more interesting for those people that want to play, you know, Heretic Knights, expanding on the Renegade Knight Index that they brought out, bringing the new models into it. So we've got that chaos look. We're now getting the chaos feel, and I think all in all, it's going to make for some quite nice armies. I mean, the fact that you've got your Infernal households, your Iconoclast households. Yes, of course, you could paint up your Renegade Knights before in the similar kind of colours and things, but they were never actually like banded together as a household. You could, you know, make them all free blades, take the same ability, and you know, field them all together. But now you can actually make your, you know, Iconoclast house, and you know, give your own house a feel. Now I imagine the Codex will probably have some examples in there as well, so we'll get to look into some stories of you know, the ones that Games Workshop have come up with and their ideas. You know, you might find that there's some nice colour schemes that you haven't thought of in there. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I think that's probably the summary of this video. So I'm quite looking forward to it. and I hope that you guys are too, especially if you're already a Renegade Knight player. But yeah, so obviously the and more bit just tells you that we're going to be looking at some more stuff later on in the week. So we get to have a look at the Dread Blades, which are the Chaos version of the Free Blades, which should be interesting. But yeah, that's it for now. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Remember to like it if you did. Comment down below with your thoughts on the Chaos Knights and their new rules. And remember to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos in the future. See you later.